Story time. There was my friend in downtown Wenatchee. There was a guy who was trying to mug him. This guy had a real gun on him, rather, my friend did. So he pulled out his gun and had a laser on it, and he traced the laser right on the mugger. Immediately, the mugger, he peed his pants, and he stopped. There's something to be said for having a firearm on you. However, some of you aren't an actual firearm dealer like myself and don't feel comfortable carrying a gun in your pocket going out and training. Firearm training, it's imperative. So it's important that you know how to use a gun. Other alternatives, a taser or also a stun gun, like this. Now this, you have to get close to your opponent, and the last thing you want to do is get close to a crazy guy. As they say in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, manage the distance, manage the damage. Meaning, the further you can get away from the bad guy, the less likely you will be damaged. But this requires you to get close to them. You don't necessarily want that. Some people do, I don't. I want to stay away from bad guys. The next logical form of self-defense is pepper spray. Now, I'm not going to discharge this in here because when you spray this out, a giant cloud comes out, and if you're downwind, believe me, it hits your eyes, it starts affecting you. You want it to be located on the bad guy, right? So there are all these alternatives out there that aren't quite perfect. And even this isn't quite perfect, but for a lot of people, this is fantastic. Now this right here, think of it as a combination between a paintball gun, an airsoft gun, and pepper spray. Now right here, you will see that these giant BBs, they're not actually fired using gunpowder. Concealed in here is a CO2 cartridge, similar to an airsoft gun. And so when you pop this in like so, it feels like a handgun, it looks like a handgun, so it will deter bad guys. It even has a safety on it, like so. Just like that, I popped in 5 rounds. I'm gonna flick it off safety. I don't even need hearing protection in order to That is so much fun. Check it out. So the safety is even ambidextrous. It doesn't matter if you're right or left. This does not require a background check. You don't have to come to me as a firearm dealer in order to determine whether or not you're a felon and whether or not you can carry this. Put this in your purse. You can put it in your glove box. Now for some people, this is good because it doesn't even have a slide to pull back. Some elderly people have arthritis and they can't pull it back. All you need to do is put the mag in like so, flick the safety off, point it down range, and out it goes. This thing will hurt. Now some people don't actually use these kinetic marble balls, which actually you can see them bounce on there. They're hard and they do hurt, but some people need pepper gel. Now the pepper gel alternatives stay on the body. So unlike pepper spray, which sprays all around and basically disseminates this all throughout the entire crowd, you want to allocate all of the pepper gel on the bad guy. Also, if you're outside, they have eco-friendly biodegradable ones, so you can go out, play outdoors with these. You don't have to worry about where did these go. Lastly, how do you actually load this thing? The CO2 cartridge actually goes right in here. It takes about 30 seconds to change. The cool thing about this is it doesn't actually puncture the CO2 cartridge until you use it. So you can store this theoretically indefinitely, and it's not gonna have a slow leak, unlike some airsoft guns out there. So once it's in there, it does not puncture until you pull that first trigger. And then you have about 25 shots per canister. This is from Byrna. You can get these here at Northwest Safe. Also got a whole bunch of other options, which are pretty wicked cool. But for most people, in terms of concealability, you're gonna wanna get this handgun right here. It feels nice, it looks nice, and it is a fantastic safety option.